Be careful, Ryan. This way you'll hurt yourself. I'm sorry. Never touch the lid this way or you'll burn your fingers. I thought it won't get hot. She chuckled and shook her head. That's why I'm telling you to rest in your room. I'll do the rest. He shook his head and looked at her. No, Mrs. Han, I really want to learn how to cook. It's not like I would always depend on others, and also, I want to cook for Jungkook. He would be happy to know that finally I'm taking something seriously. He already loves you a lot. You don't need to do anything, but if you want, then I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. He looked at her. Do you really think that he loves me? Mrs. Han saw the sadness on your face. She's working in this pension since Jungkook was a kid. Jungkook has a motherly connection with her, and that's why when he moved on in new house with you after the marriage, he asked Mrs. Han to come with him. You also share a good bond with her. She is well aware of Jungkook's behavior since childhood. He was not so expressive and does not show any feelings outside except anger. Born in a mafia family, he always felt that loneliness and now has become mafia himself. Your father was a very famous businessman and his eyes caught Jungkook when he saved you from getting drowned in the sea during a college trip. He was on some mission when that incident happened, and luckily he was there and saved you. When your father came to know about this, they wanted to thank him, but as always, Jungkook was not the kind of person to show up anywhere. Turned out both of your dads were old friends, and that's how this marriage happened. You love him but doubts that he feels same. He's quiet when it comes to showing feelings. He acts cold which you don't like even a bit. Mrs. Hunt put her hand on your shoulder and patted it gently. Maybe he doesn't show it to you directly, but he loves you. You slowly looked at her. How are you so sure? She smiled. No matter what, he would never marry to you if he doesn't like you. This was the first time he didn't go against his father. Just wait for some time. It's been 2 months. Maybe he's hesitating or it will take him some time to come out of his habit. You two were talking when Jungkook came inside the kitchen. He was looking a bit worried. When he saw you, you could see the tension releasing out of him. Probably he got worried when didn't found you in the whole mansion and bedroom because you always stay there when he come back. What are you doing here? I was helping Mrs. Han in cooking. What's up with you? Why are you here? He cleared his throat and looked around. I came to get some water. He walked to the fridge before grabbing a bottle and walked away. You could have asked me. That's okay. She smiled and shook her head. He surely came here finding you. You smiled. You walked inside the room but Jungkook was not there. Hearing the sound of water, you got sure that he's in the bathroom. You sat on the bed and sighed. You married to him because you fell in love with him at first sight, but was unaware that he would turn out to be this cold. He came out wiping his hair with towel and noticed you. You looked to the other side not wanting to make him uncomfortable. He walked to his closet and got his trouser pant and t-shirt. He got into clothes and walked in front of the mirror. Aren't you coming down for dinner? I'm not hungry. He said coldly, making your heart break. Even after knowing you have helped Mrs. Han in making his favorite dishes, he doesn't care. This time you really felt bad, so you got up and walked towards the door. Where are you going? You didn't answer and left from there, shutting the door. He sighed. You came in your studio and locked the door. You always draw or sketch when you feel sad or want to relax your mind. You picked up the pencil and looked at the unfinished sketch. It's like you are trying to imagine how a perfect future would be, but things always go opposite to what you think. Mrs. Han says you hide your feelings, but don't you feel bad for hurting others? If you hide your feelings to yourself, when would I know? How would I know that I matters to you? You started to complete the sketch, or you could say was just trying because it seems hard to imagine when there's chaos inside your head. Jungkook came inside the room after finishing up some work in the study room. He saw the time and it was late, but you were not in the room, which was unusual of you. He got a bit worried because last time when you left the room, you were looking mad. He went downstairs to look for you. He saw Mrs. Han was leaving after finishing up all the work. He walked near her. Grandma, did you see Vian? She looked him confused. Vian? Isn't she in her room? He shook his head. No, she came downstairs about 2 hours ago. I thought she was waiting for you so that you two would come and eat together. She didn't eat anything. Jungkook, did you again say anything to her? She was so excited and even cooked your favorite food for you. I think she is in her studio. You should not behave like this to her, Jungkook. This girl is so innocent and you should know she is your wife. Why don't you show her how much you love her? Why are you hiding? She sighed when he didn't respond. I'll go and call her. Hope she's not sad. She was about to walk but Jungkook stopped her. I'll go. She stopped and looked at him. A smile appeared on her face. Are you sure? He nodded and walked away. Never saw you getting concerned over someone except your little sister. I know you're hiding so much pain inside, but it's not bad to show your feelings, Jungkook. She can actually become the cure of your painful past. You dozed off while making sketch, but your eyes wide open when you heard a knock on the door. You got a little confused but then heard Jungkook's voice from the other side of the door. You couldn't believe he's still awake and came to look for you. You decided not to open the door for some time. You can't just let him behave however he wants and let it slide every time. You stayed there on your place. Jungkook again knocked, hoping to get an answer from you this time. Ryan, open the door. He got more worried because it's been 5 minutes he's knocking but you are not answering. Ryan, are you there? Open the damn door. He now started banging out of fear and tension. He thought you did something to yourself. Ryan, open the door. He went silent when you opened the door, looking him blankly. He let out a sigh of relief to see you all fine. What are you doing here? Why you care? And why you came here? He looked at you and know that you are mad at him. Mrs. Hunt told me you didn't eat dinner. You chuckled weakly. So you have concern because I didn't eat my dinner. Thanks for being concerning about me. You left from there. Jungkook looked down and was about to close the door of your studio when his eyes fell on the sketch. He walked inside the room. He walked near and closely looked at the sketch. It was resembling two figures where a girl was trying to hold the guy's hand but was hesitating. The sadness could be seen in her eyes. He realized how much it resembling you too. I always end up hurting people I love the most from my life. It's not only you who wanna hold hand. I too once. Don't think I don't care or don't love you. It's just I don't know why I have this unknown fear inside me. I'm sorry, love. He came inside the room where you were sleeping already. He laid beside you, and after admiring your face for some time, he drifted to sleep. It was past midnight when you felt your throat dry. You squeezed your eyes and then opened to get yourself some water. You knew you didn't refill the jug before sleeping, and now you have to go downstairs to get some water. But after checking, surprisingly you found it was full. You looked at Jungkook and sighed. He sometimes refilled your jug with water because he knew you always wake in the middle of the night to drink water. You quenched your thirst and looked at Jungkook who was sleeping peacefully. You always wonder why he never show any affection or love. It's not like he hates you or this marriage happened without his permission. But still in these 2 months you never find out the reason behind his coldness. What do I do, Jungkook? You started to talk to his sleeping figure because you know you can't say all this in front of him. Your eyes got moist. If this goes same, I won't be able to live with you. I don't want to hurt myself just because I love you. Why is it so hard for you to show feelings? Until when you'll push your loved one away from you? Without you realizing, your hand slowly went to his face and you caressed his cheek with your fingers. I don't know if what Mrs. Han told was right, but I wanna hear it from you that you love me. I thought life would be so amazing with you. The day I first saw you, I fell in love with you. It was like a dream wedding for me, even though we didn't know each other much. I wish I could tell you how much I love you. You just say whatever you want without caring about my feelings, but let me tell you, it hurts. Today I prepared dinner for you, but you ignored me without caring how much it hurts me. I don't know why I'm still in love with you. I try to hate you, but I can't. I just love you so much, Jungkook. You leaned and placed a soft kiss on his cheek. I hope we'll live together till that, but it seems impossible now. You backed up, but your heart dropped when you saw him looking at you. You quickly looked away, feeling embarrassed and a bit scared. I never thought I was hurting you this much. You slowly looked at him while he got up and said, "Do you know what I regret the most after marrying you?" You didn't reply. That you don't deserve a monster and cold hearted person like me. No one thinks you as a monster. It's you who is self-conscious about yourself. What are you afraid of, Jungkook? If you really stay like this, one day everyone will leave you out of tiredness, and then you'll regret. I might be sounding harsh, but you need to know this. You can't just push people away from your life. He didn't said and was looking at you the way he never did so far. His eyes were showing pure love, yet you could see fear in them. You held his hand in yours and looked at him. I seriously love you so much, Uncle, but I'm afraid that one day you won't be like this. Everything would be different, and that change won't be how we think. I don't want to stay away from you, but now I see no reason to live with you too. Jungkook, would we be able to live together in future? You said, bringing tears in your eyes. He cupped your face and pulled you in a deep kiss. First you got so surprised, but then you closed your eyes and wrapped your arms around his neck, deepening the kiss. After some time you broke the kiss and he looked at you. I lost my sister when she took promise with me that I'll protect her. Then my mother. I kept on losing the people I love, and now I'm really afraid. I don't want to lose you at any cost, Ryan. I love you more than anything, but I'm afraid. Afraid that what if I never get to love you again? You cupped his face and made him look in your eyes. What if one day you lose me even after not showing how much you love me? His heart dropped hearing those words. We never know when we'll lose the next person or what future brings for us. That's why it's better to show that how much you love and care when they are with you. How I'm gonna know you love me or not when all you do is act cold? I want to see it. I want to feel your love. That's how I understand love. It really hurts when I feel like I'm the only one caring about you in relationship when all you make me feel like I don't matter. If that was the case, I would have never married you. I know I hurt you, but believe me, Vayan, I love you so much. Please forgive me. I will learn it. I will learn to show my feelings. I will never hurt you. Don't say you'll leave me. Only if you promise. He nodded while you hugged him. I love you. A smile appeared on your face.